Hey friends, so we are back on part 2 of chapter 7, and we had stopped with where Stephen is explaining the life of Moses, and he breaks it into 3 sections, which are each 40 years. So the first section was, of course, birth through 40, where he was with the Pharaoh. The second section was the flight from Egypt and the stay in Midian, his 40 years there. The third section was his divine call at Mount Sinai, leading the Israelites in the wilderness. Moses' education wasn't mentioned in the Old Testament, and so it goes into in verse 40 how the Israelites were telling Aaron, make us gods who go before us. As for Moses, who brought us out of the land, we don't know what's happened to him, because he's still up on the mountain with God. And so they reject Moses, so to speak, by building the golden calf. And then they look up to the sun god, which is Moloch, Israel's idolatry again, while they are in the wilderness waiting for Moses, and then he talks about God's real tabernacle, which is us. And so Stephen establishes that God doesn't dwell in houses, but the Israelites wanted to confine God to dwell in houses. And the temple, the tabernacle, nor the temple were ever built, neither would last forever. So sorry about that. And so then then he goes into talking about resisting the Holy Spirit, which starts in verse 51 through 52. And this is a direct attack on the Messiah, where Jesus accused the Jewish listeners of killing the prophets. Then the first Christian martyr, not sure whether the Sanhedrin decreed the stoning or if it happened because of angry people. But that's what happens to Stephen.